Mr. Joan. We were briefly disconnected from our online participants. That's why they did not pick up the questions, but they are back now and they would like to speak. So first, Honorable Mathika, you can take the floor.
Thank you very much. There was a question for me with respect to whether there is room for what is happening in Malawi to happen in Kenya. And I would just say that we take cases of violence against children seriously, and any case that we brought to court, because I have not seen any so far, where someone has been charged specifically with ritual attacks against a child, but there are serious sentences against such offenses, but not we haven't seen any with respect to that. But the Kenyan courts have gone quite far in getting such hidden issues to the fore. I think if you remember our case on intersex, where the judge, by then it was Justice Lenaola, now he's a judge of the Supreme Court, actually made what we call a structural interdict, directing the Attorney General to form a special task force on intersex persons to look at the gaps in the law, the data collection, and all those things. And because of that directive from the court, we can now speak about intersex persons openly. And that was an issue that would not be spoken about. People are living in fear and all that. And why I'm speaking about it is because there's a parallel here of a hidden evil against children. People don't want to discuss that particular issue, but I'm sure if an opportunity presented itself to a court in this country as a constitutional issue with respect to what we can do about such hidden issues, we already have a precedent that would take it even further, where government would be made to do what they're supposed to do with respect to upholding the rights of innocent persons who suffer at the hands of such people, and especially children. And that way we'll be able to get everything on the table and remove it from where it is hidden. I just wanted to respond to that. And then secondly, about the report, I do not know whether there's a way SCPF can have these reports given to the countries formally, the African countries formally. Because I heard Dr. Nyanyuki talk about dissemination, but if they get to us formally, then we are held responsible as countries to implement or to look into the issues that arise out of that. Because we can read it, we can read the reports, those of us who are here or anyone else, but if the countries are given these reports formally, I think either the judiciaries or the governments, whichever way that is good for SCPF, I think it would make a good step forward into making sure that something is done by the different countries on what that report contains. Thank you very much.
Honorable Justice. So the last person, sorry to keep you waiting, Mr. Cissé. So you have 2 minutes, you can address the audience.
Merci beaucoup. Je vais répondre à M. Kébé qui nous demande s'il y a des cas d'enfants.
If there are cases of children accused of witchcraft in West Africa, if yes, to say in which country? To my knowledge, in the report, we mention Mali, Benin in the report, but I can say that the use of the genitals of children, especially children with albinism in countries such as Mali, at the close of elections, because the genitals of those children in particular are used for mystical purposes. And there are sometimes requested by some charlatans who seek those parts in order to acquire the power to win elections, to get money. So children are victims of such practices in Mali. I carry out campaigns to engage the government, among others, in order to end this practice. Now, when you read the report, you realize that in countries such as Nigeria, there have been some provisions made to fight against that phenomenon, even in Benin, where voodoo is widespread. I also believe that when it comes to witchcraft, our religious practices also have an impact. It is considered differently from one end of the continent to the other, from one region to the other. In West Africa, there are some practices that are tolerated based on the religion, because Islam has also put some barriers, making such that in countries such as Senegal, the practice is less rampant than in other countries, such as in countries where voodoo is prevalent, in Togo, in Benin, as well as in Nigeria. So there such practices, when they are even found, are not necessarily recognized. So we cannot tell you specifically which case involve children accused of witchcraft, but culturally, we know that it's a reality. In West Africa, in such countries as Senegal, in Gambia, it is less, however, less rampant. Children being mutilated for commercial purposes, that is a reality in Mali as well as in other West African countries. Thank you.
Sisi. So that's all we can take for the time available. You can still send us your questions through email and we'll respond to you. As Dr. Joan said earlier, we are pleased to inform you that our report, Uncovering Our Hidden Shame, Addressing Witchcraft Accusations and Ritual Attacks, the report that we've launched today is available online now. You can access it through ACPA website, www.africanchildforum.org. So that's all we have for today. Thank you so much for joining us physically as well as online. So have a great day and week ahead. Thank you so much.